And let me tell you this here. If we was ready for the green agenda, I'll raise my hand right now, but we're not ready right now. So don't let them fool you like this is a new agenda. This is not the new agenda. We're not prepared. We're not ready right now. What we need to do is keep having those gas-guzzling cars, because we got the good emission under those cars. We're doing the best thing that we can, but we need help. We need help, and those other people not helping us. China not helping us. India not helping us, but yeah, we're going to do it all because they're spending your money.
I have listened to that several times now, and I have done my damnedest to try to understand what it is that he means in a general sense, what his presence on a stage like that means for America, but more importantly for this clip, what he means by "we've got the good emissions." He is saying, don't switch to cars that can run on renewable energy, don't switch to EVs. Keep the gas guzzlers because we've got the good emissions. And I've tried to understand what could he possibly mean about the emissions being good. And the only thing I've come up with, does he think that it smells good? Is he breathing in the emissions? And because that would explain a lot, let's admit that. And I know that can't be it, Jessica. What do you think he means?
I honestly have no idea what he means. I feel like if I sat down like a linguist and tried to interpret what Herschel Walker was saying there, if you give me enough time, I could decode it. I'm confident in that. But I mean, I don't think he fully understands what he's saying. Part of me thought he was saying, oh, we could transition to electric cars, but most people can't afford them and therefore we need some help. But also, you know, how he feels about China and their pollution, and it's much worse than ours. And why would we reduce our emissions when they're not reducing theirs, which is a race to the bottom kind of argument. But that's the kind of thing I'm thinking he's saying without saying it directly. He's making it seem like he wants an investment in renewable energy, in electric cars, without directly saying that, because that's not the Republican Party platform.
Yeah, it doesn't even, at this point, doesn't even make sense. Like in theory, they love Elon Musk now. Couldn't they? Hasn't Elon Musk becoming more explicitly crazy freed them up from their knee-jerk opposition to EVs that never really made sense anyway? It just sort of seemed to fit into the way Republicans are. They don't have to do that anymore. Like they literally have electric Mustangs, electric F-150s. You guys can still be as boneheadedly toxic masculinity as you want, but now drive an EV. Why are you continuing to double down on this? We're literally talking about policies that are gonna result in these cars being made here, more jobs for our auto industry. It doesn't make any sense, except of course, that it hurts the fossil fuel companies. But I don't know, like in the end, couldn't you just go for the EVs and Ford will give you donations? There will be money in this for you. So I don't understand it. And it especially bothers me. One of the reasons I wanted to mention this, we unfortunately don't have much time, is COP27 is happening right now in Sharm el Sheikh, Egypt. Like, and this is potentially one of the future crafters of our environmental policy, talking about the good emissions and the bad air and all of that. And that's just sad.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.